Okay, here's the Wednesday late afternoon update for WBC. Wednesday, that would be day 5 now. So we're more than halfway through. Crazy how just fast the time flies by here. Every day is just eat, sleep, gaming in some order. Started today an hour or two later than usual. Spectated the start of the Agricola final, then went into the third wingspan heat in which I scored 100 points and got second place. I thought afterwards that there'd be no chance I could make the semifinal, which would be incredibly disappointing. However, it turns out I'm actually the first alternate for the semifinal, so I'm 17th. And if there's one person out of the top 16 who doesn't show up, I get to play the semifinal tomorrow afternoon. So that would be a lucky break if that happens, but otherwise a little sad. Played a Carcassonne heat after the wingspan heat. Managed to play pretty well and also get very lucky. Got 4 cloisters in my first 6 draws or something like that, to the chagrin of everyone at my table. So ended up winning like 84 to 61 was the closest second place at that game. Then I had a break for an hour, then St. Petersburg heat, where I had 2 seconds so far, needing a win to advance to the semifinal, and picked up a nice little 4th place. Only 2 points behind second, but 10, 12 something behind first. I didn't have a good seat, drew a really bad, not ultra bad, but pretty bad starting order. Last in nobles again, this time first in buildings, third in workers. So not completely awful, but like still the bad 4th of the time where you're last in nobles. And then I took 4th, player on my left, Eugene, incredibly good at the game and did win. And at all games, by the way, like Great Western Trail especially. Okay, so then after St. Pete, I just went and played an open gaming of Agricola with who was at my table. I'm not going to say it because I don't exactly remember anymore. It's not the first thing that's on my mind, but I had a very fun game. I scored 54, good for second place, but oh yeah, okay, it was against Sid, Joe, and Robbie. Sid scored a big 60-something with a mansion that I was never catching, but I had a very fun 2-room Stonehouse game, which is always great. In about 20 minutes, going to be playing Terraforming Mars, heat number 2, my only Terraforming Mars heat. And if I win, I probably make the quarterfinal. And now if I don't end up in the wingspan playoffs, I'll have time for the Terraforming Mars playoffs. So there's that to look forward to. Every time I feel a little sad about how the week has gone so far, I'm cheered up by the fact that there's the Space tournament on Saturday. So definitely looking forward to dominating that. All right, that's the Wednesday afternoon check-in. Probably the next one tomorrow. Okay, it's now Thursday afternoon, 4 p.m. We've got wet weather. It's very humid. Obviously the fog rolling in really dense here. Supposedly there might be thunderstorms later tonight. But yeah, so last night we had a Terraforming Mars heat, second of 2 Terraforming Mars heats, and I got into a super long 11 generation 4-player game with Tharsis, my first Mars game in like half a year. Was up against a very strong player, Felicia, and 2 others. Yeah, and I ended up getting a really great ground game on Mars to win that one, only by a little, 141 to 135. Very well played by Felicia. Yeah, I don't think I played perfect, but I thought I played pretty well and had better cards and stuff, so glad to get a win in that, because it's my backup plan for if Wingspan doesn't go. The semifinals for that are in an hour. First, I want to talk about late night. Last night was the Can't Stop tournament, the game of truest skill ever. And I made it past the first round, which is excellent. But even more excellent than that is Luke, roommate in the condo, great dude in the Terra Mystica community. Luke ended up winning round 1 as I did, winning round 2 when I didn't, won the semifinal, and then won the final of Can't Stop, an event with something like 270 players. My roommate is the champion in this great game. Super exciting, was an awesome thing to watch. Unfortunately, the downside of it is that the final ended around 2:30 a.m., so Luke and I did not get too much sleep after coming back to the condo way after everyone else had gone to bed. But today I slept in like an hour extra, walked down after taking care of a lot of chores and stuff at the condo, did laundry, cooked some rice, did some more meal prep for the rest of the days, just relaxed a little extra, came down here before it started raining, which I guess it did sometime in the last few hours, and will again. And yeah, played one open game of Agricola just now, was fun. I got second with a Stonehouse game, Mason's Apprentice. And then in an hour I'll find out if I make the Wingspan Semi. I'm first alternate. Some guy posted on Facebook that they're planning to drop the Wingspan Semi for Catan Cities and Nights Semi in an hour after Wingspan's supposed to start. So if that happens, I will get into the Wingspan semi-final. Of course, other people could drop too, but nothing's for certain. This person could change their mind, of course. But for now, I'm optimistic that the end of this week could be going well in a lot of ways. Okay, that's the Thursday afternoon update.